So let's see if I can do this here. So let's say we have a character and we're just going to animate a very simple kind of animation here. Actually, maybe I should do this in Maya. We'll see. I don't do 2D stuff too much. Let's actually not just give him that. Let's actually give him a face. Just eyes. Let's have him kind of looking over this way. Now, when we want to have our animation move... Okay, good. I can copy this over. If I'm going to copy it, I'm going to make better eyes. Okay. So we've got a character here. Now, we're going to keep it very simple. Okay. And then make one more. Like so. Okay. So we've got our first key here. Now, when we add our second key, the big thing is, as we're posing it, we want to choose what leads and what follows. And we put that into our key itself. So for example, as the character is turning, maybe let's actually kind of go into a final turn position here. So they're turning, and now they're going to be kind of looking this way. Maybe something they saw is confusing them. And we've got the character kind of leaning that way. Say, huh? What's going on? I'm not going to draw the arms too much. So we've got this character that has to go from one position to the next. So let's kind of match this up a little bit there. And then there. Okay. So we've got these two poses. Now we need to break down how the character gets from one to the next. This is where we choose what leads and follows. So let's say for the first one, he's going to lead with his eyes. So the head is going to stay pretty much where it is. It might have a little bit of an angle change here. So let me put a little bit more change than that in there. So the head might start to turn a little bit, but the eyes are already kind of turned and looking over in that direction. So let me actually do that. So we have the eyes turn first and then lead the action. I could even keep the head a little bit more stationary. Okay. And the body kind of stays where it was. So I'm setting a key to let the head start to move first and then through. The second version, maybe the head is going to be the thing that leads. So I could even change the direction. So maybe whereas this one's kind of dipping down, this one's going to come up. So it's kind of turns his head, and we get that kind of sigh of resignation. So the head is starting to lead the action here. And this is just trying to think what angle I want to draw that head at. Okay, there we go. But the eyes are still kind of looking back where they were. So we have the head leading the action here. The body might kind of come up a little bit. We get a little kind of sigh in there. But overall, it stays the same. Now, what if on this one, we had the body start to turn, where the body is starting to kind of change direction here, and the head is dragging back where it was before. So we get something like that. So let's see how terrible this looks. We get different ways that the character can turn based on what's leading and following. One is the body leading, one is the head leading, one is the eyes leading. And it just changes how the character goes from one pose to the next. This one, the head is popping up way too much there. But that's basically the concept. You choose something to follow and then you push it and you put it into your keys. You pose it out. You don't let Maya do it and you don't let the offsets of curves do it. You just key it yourself. So that's really the main concept behind all of that, is putting that detail in there.